Sports Hall of Fame studios. Tommy Chrisan joining us over in Port Allen at Court Street Cafe. Coming up today on Sports Shorts Daily, presented by LeBear's Casino. We're going to get into, of course, the topic of the week. Brian Kelly to LSU. We're going to have a press conference today. We'll hear from him fully for the first time, and we'll have a reaction to that on Friday. But for today, we're kind of talking about, was it the right fit? He obviously, hiring Brian Kelly shocked the country, shocked the LSU fan base. How will this be perceived by LSU in years to come? And between USC, LSU, and Florida, the three big schools out there with job openings, who got the best hire out of the bunch between Riley and Napier and Kelly in the correct fit? We'll break that down as well and touch on some of the Saints game tomorrow night as they take on the Dallas Cowboys. The Saints find themselves again an underdog, and truly, we say it all the time, a must win. Before we get to TK, let's tell you a little bit about the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame. The Santa Super 7 online auction is going on right now, which benefits the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame. Go to lasportshall.com, lasportshall.com. You can bid starting at 6 o'clock tonight. It'll last 1 week. The Santa Super 7 online auction honoring the 2022 class. You can go to lasportshall.com, check it out, and start bidding live at 6 o'clock. That'll last for 1 week. Some really, really cool auction items. TK, what a whirlwind it's been. I mean, when you and I did Sports Shorts Daily on Monday, I didn't see it coming. Did you?
No, I did not. Not at all. No, I saw something coming, but I didn't see what we saw. And about 7 o'clock, 7:15 that night, my phone started blowing up. Everybody's did. Social media went nuts, and my initial reaction was, "Man, what? Can't be. This is not good. I can't believe this happened." That was my initial reaction. But now that I've had time to read everything and see everything and hear commentary from all over the country about it, we said all along, trust Scott Woodward, and at the end of the day, or at noon today, he's going to have the guy he thinks is going to win the next championship for LSU football. Ronnie, you froze up on me. I got nothing, Ronnie. I don't know if other people have it, but you're froze up audio and video. Yeah. Uh-oh. All right. You want me to sit tight for a little bit and see if it pops back on or what? Well, people are saying I'm on my own. People don't have you. Okay. All right. All right. Sports Shorts Daily. We got a little technical issue, electricity situation, and Ronnie's going to rejoin us in a couple of minutes. Appreciate Craig and Phil and you guys chiming in. The whole Brian Kelly thing, when I first got the word, I was like, can't be, why, and in this part, which is a whole nother topic, is I said, man, that ain't right for his team, to his players. that he's leaving when they have a chance to be in the playoff, which is announced on Sunday. But you know what? That's their problem, not LSU's. It's not Brian Kelly's anymore. He will not coach Notre Dame in a bowl game or a playoff game. That's been determined. I read the transcript of the AD from Notre Dame's presser yesterday after Brian Kelly left. And there was no attempt to keep him or raise his salary. And the AD even indicated that he knew Brian Kelly wasn't happy about a year ago. So apparently there'd been some friction there. He'd been there for 12 years, and he got an opportunity to leave, and he left. About 5 weeks ago, LSU's people reached out to Brian Kelly's people and said, do you have any interest? And he said no. Okay, then I think that LSU thought they had Lincoln Riley. Wasn't a signed deal, probably didn't offer him a contract, but they thought they were going to get him. All of a sudden, he goes to Southern Cal, and all of a sudden, Scott Woodward calls Brian Kelly and says, hey, you want this job? You got to tell me in 24 hours. 24 hours. I need a yes or a no. Talk to your family. Do what you got to do. Well, Monday late evening, around 5, 6 o'clock, he notified Scott Woodward that he would take the job. All right. And then the reaction just went all over the place. Okay. And the bottom line is, I think it's a very good hire. I didn't feel that way initially. My phone was blowing up. I'm texting lots of my good friends who watch Sports Shorts daily and listen to Sports Shorts radio and connect on social media, listen to my podcast the whole bit. And I said, this is an awful hire. I can't believe this happening. And so then all of a sudden I read more, learned more, it became more informed, listened to every national show you can imagine. And I think it's a good hire now. I changed my mind. Okay. We all do that. And I think he has got a chance to win a championship at LSU. He said it. This is his words. He's coaching better players than he had at Notre Dame. He's in the greatest conference in college football. And here's the thing. I told a lot of people this. If you get Notre Dame's good team, LSU's good team, any year, 18 or 19 of the LSU starters would be starters at Notre Dame. Only 3 or 4 of the Notre Dame starters would be starters at LSU. The talent gap is significant. And, of course, every time Notre Dame's played a big-time team from the SEC, they got boat raced. I mean, they got drubbed. They got beat bad. So, he's got better players. He's in a better conference. LSU, opened a checkbook. Trace Armstrong is the agent for Brian Kelly, also the agent for Lincoln Riley. So keep that little thing in mind too. So they got it. They went and got the guy they think can win a championship. Brian Kelly thinks he can win a championship, and he's telling people nationwide that LSU is a better job than Notre Dame. I already said that. Those of you who've been listening to me for 30 plus years, I'm not a big fan of Notre Dame. I never have been, never will be. It's a better job than Notre Dame to be at LSU. Now keep in mind, LSU finished dead last in the SEC West. They're in 7th place. No other way to speak it about it. Now they are bowl eligible. We'll see. So he's got some work to do, but I believe there's a lot of talent at LSU, and I think he's already going to hit the recruiting trail this evening and do whatever coaches can do at this time of the year. 2 weeks from today is the early signing period begins. And Brian Kelly's going to be ready. He's got to put a staff together. More importantly, he's got to recruit. Well, probably just important with the staff. He has asked his offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator from Notre Dame to follow him here to LSU. No answer as of Wednesday morning on that. Now, the defensive coordinator, Ed Orgeron, tried to hire a year ago to bring him to LSU, and he decided to stay at Notre Dame. So we got to factor all of that in. There's a lot has happened, and a lot is going to happen. I'm trying to read some of these comments. He doesn't have the rigid grade restrictions at LSU. He can get players into school a lot easier than he can at Notre Dame. It's a grand slam changer, Bayou Bengal says. He says he's not sure why I initially thought it was a good hire. I guess I didn't see it coming. We heard all the other names, and we didn't, get an answer. Will he coach the LSU bowl game? That may get discussed today, whether he coaches the bowl game. Certainly he'll be at practices and at the game, but he may let Brad Davis go ahead and do it. I don't know. There's a press conference at 12 noon today. It's on Facebook, LSU's Facebook page, LSU's YouTube page. You can watch, you can listen on Eagle 98.1 or 104.5. I'm sure they'll put it on both. So anybody can watch it at noon today. That would be one of the things that does get discussed is whether he would coach LSU in a bowl game. 'Cause they're going to go somewhere